Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. My name's Adam. Going to be another episode of S&S for you. So this is S&S 54. Got quite a bit for you this week. I've got plenty of machine work to share with you. I've got a little bit of work that I did here in the shop, and I've also got some machine work that I did at my other job. I had some very big shafts that I was having to work on. Actually, it was the shafts that I showed you last week. And what I had to do was mill some keyways in both of them. So I took the camera to work, and I got a little footage of milling some keyways, some 1¼ inch keys. And yeah, so I'm going to share that with you. And I've also got a little bit of footage of, I started on these wear plates right here with my buddy John. I got 3 of them here. I cut an extra one just in case I messed up. But I've got 3 here, and I've done a little bit of milling and fly cutting on them. I still got to put the holes in it and mill this angle on the side right here. And I just haven't been able to get back on it this week. So I gotta finish that. I'll probably do that over the weekend. But I have been pretty busy, man. I've had a lot of stuff going on, just everywhere, man. Just been busy, and you know, I didn't get to post up a new video this week. I usually try to put one up during the Tuesday, Wednesday time periods, but I just didn't have time to make a video this week and get it up there for you. And I really wanted to, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. I get busy and just can't get around to it. But I've got tons of video on the computer here ready to put into video to share with you guys. I have been working on the welding table project. We've been moving right along with that, and I've made some good progress on it, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys. I'm trying to keep all that footage together in its own series of videos. As tempting it is to show you some updates in S&S, I want all those videos to stay together so that I don't have footage lost in somewhere in S&S that somebody can't find when they're wanting to watch the series. So I do plan on having another one going up after S&S, after today. I'm going to make another episode for you. I think that'll be 7 maybe, but I'm going to try to this weekend make another episode and get it ready so that I can post it up like, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that for you, because as I said, I have made some pretty good progress on the project, and I'm looking really forward to showing that. So I've also got this is my new ISCAR blade right here that I had ordered. I think I talked about this before. I had been waiting for this thing to show up, and I finally got it the other day, and I put it to use, and I was able to do the work that I wanted to do. My plan worked, and I was able to do some face grooving. So I talk about this in the video, so we'll be sharing more about this once we get to that footage, and you'll be able to see me put this to work. But basically the way that's designed is you can see the curve to it there. That is designed so that you can plunge into a face on whenever you're doing your lathe work. Like if you wanted to cut an O-ring groove on a face, or if you want to plunge in and remove a bunch of metal, that's what that is for right there. And it's the first time I've ever used one like this, and I was very pleased with it, and it worked great, and it did the job. So I'm looking forward to sharing that footage with you, and hopefully it'll be coming up real soon, and we'll get to that. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you there. Yeah, this is the tool that you have to buy with it. I don't want to waste time on that right there. But anyway, you got to get this tool, and it goes in those 2 holes right there, and you turn it. It's just a little centric, and you turn it, and that's how you install and remove the carbide insert there. Okay. All right, so another little quick update. I've got this nut here that I got to make, and for you guys that follow me on Facebook, you probably hear me ranting about my tap that I couldn't find. Well, I got my tap in. This is an M16 by 1. So I got that in today, actually. And It is just an inexpensive import tap because I would probably only ever use it for this one job right here. But it's pretty good quality, so hopefully it'll hold up. I just got to make 3 of these nuts here, so I mean it's just going to be a one tap deal, and then I'll part them off. So got my tap in, and I'll make sure that this stays in my metric drawer so that I can find it if I ever need it again. All right. I've also got some viewer mail this week. We've got several boxes in, but I'm only going to show you 2 this week. I want to try to keep things moving along so that I can share with you the work, and we'll get to the other 2 boxes that just got here. We'll get to those next week, okay? And yeah, so I wanted to give a couple guys a shout out real quick. My friend Brad over at Tactical Keychains, he just started a new Kickstarter campaign. He has got a new keychain that he is getting ready to unveil and start building called the WTF 2.0. And I actually have the first version, the WTF keychain right here. He made this for me. Very neat little keychain. Well, anyway, he's got a Kickstarter program started for, he's got a new version of this, but he has upgraded it and made improvements, and it's really cool. So if you guys will go over there and check him out and give him a little support and look at his product and read his review on it, and I think you guys will really like it. Brad's a cool guy, and you know, he's a hard worker. He works out there in his garage, and he runs CNC machines, and he makes little products like this right there in his garage, and he uses good quality materials like titanium and brass and copper, and he's got all kind of neat projects like this that he does. So check him out on Kickstarter. If I can, I'll get a link and post it up there for you so you can see. So again, check Brad out, tacticalkeychains.com. I also wanted to give another shout out to another buddy of mine, Tom. You know, Tom Lipton over at Ox Tool. So he is now selling his shirts. If you're a fan of Tom Lipton, and if you haven't noticed in his videos, you can go to Teespring. I've got a link there for him also. You can go to teespring.com and just type in Ox Tool Co. in the search, and he's got a t-shirt that you can buy. I've got it pulled up right here. I'm looking at it, and that also gives him a little bit of support too. So he's got a nice little logo that gets put right here on his shirt, and they got 3 different colors available. So I believe it's $25. So go to teespring.com and check that out, and give him a little support. And I wanted to mention also that I'm going to get with Tom after this little campaign with his shirts and see how it goes. And that might be something that we do for an Abom 79 logo t-shirt, because apparently, you know, you buy it from them, they make it and ship it out and all that, so I won't have to worry about all that. Pretty cool. All right, well, I think that's going to be about all of the updates for this week. I'm going to go ahead and get some viewer mail now, and stay tuned for some footage of some machine work, and let me know what you think about it, and be on the lookout for some more videos on the welding table project. All right, guys, I'm going to get into some viewer mail now. Got 2 boxes, and the first box here, full of all kind of goods, comes to us from Kelly and Jane Sampson, and they're from Pocatello, Idaho. I think that's how you say it, Pocatello. And there's a little story behind that. I'll get to it in a little bit. But Kelly and Jane, I think you're the first viewers to you know, send me a viewer appreciation gift from Idaho. Pretty neat. So they got all kind of good stuff in here, man. And he's got it all separated, and got little notes here. But like this here is a bunch of like welder's caps of different styles. Some of them are different materials, and you know, different thicknesses here, but different types of welding caps. And one of the things that he mentions is a nice little old lady down the street makes or made some of the hats for me. Hope you like them. And then he goes in to tell how to shrink them up if they're a little too big and how to stretch them out. So that's pretty cool. I've had a lot of guys make comments about you know, wearing a cap whenever I'm doing my welding and grinding, and I do have welding caps. I just hardly ever wear them. Sometimes I wear them. It just depends on what my mood is, you know. And I'm a good candidate for wearing a hat because I shave my head, but I never really got comfortable with having a hat on and then putting the headband around for my welding shield or guards. So it just depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I have to wear a hat. So we got a nice assortment of them now. So let's see what else they sent right here. Okay, we got two little bottles of, these are the rivets that, like whenever I had mentioned my Abom 79 logo, which is this one here that Keith Fenner made for me, I'm gonna drill two little holes right there, and I was gonna rivet that onto the tube once I get to that. Well, he sent me a nice little jug right here of these little drive-in rivets like I'm talking about. And it's just got like a little spiral made onto it. And all you do is just, you know, you punch where you want it, and you just drill a hole, and then you stick that in there, and you tap it with a ball peen hammer, and it just like driving a nail. So we've got two of those. I believe these are, it says CS, so I think it's carbon steel. And there's a whole bunch of them in there. And then these right here are probably stainless steel. It says SS. So we'll use those to attach our Abom 79 logo onto the welding table. All right, we've also got some gloves here, and I've got 3 different sizes, and these aren't like small, medium, large. These are number sizes. We got an 8, a 9.5, and a 10. The 8, these will have to go to Atlanta. These will not fit. The 10s actually fit. Yeah, and they fit pretty good. And these are some really nice leather gloves. And I believe, I mean, I've never had these. I've never owned a set. I've never bought any, but I believe these are made in USA. It's a Yellowstone brand form-fitting gloves. Hand washable, stay soft. The only glove with seams where the seams belong in a glove. Yellowstone Leather Products Incorporated, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Okay. So it's labeled there. I don't see anything on there that says made in China. So I'm assuming this is a made in USA product right here. Okay, very nice. I've actually been needing some new work gloves around here. I had a couple that were already given to me, like Tom had given me some, and I don't know what happened to them. I set them somewhere and lost them, and I can't find them. And so I've been needing some good work gloves. So these would be great right here. And I like leather work gloves like these. All right, there's another bag here with some, what looks like, you know, pieces of material. He says, Adam, here are some odds and ends for you. And some of them are made up like tags, okay? Like you can rivet these onto whatever. You can stamp letters in there, numbers. And so it looks like we got some stainless, we've got some that's brass, and then there's some other cut pieces in here. Several of them like that. That looks like sheared up stainless steel. So that's pretty cool, man. I don't have anything like that. There's some round ones in there too. So definitely got a nice little assortment of those. And that's the kind of stuff that we use at work a lot. We tag everything, and so, but we have them already made up, and you just stamp what you want on there, just like a a data plate for an electric motor. So pretty cool. All right, there's another one right here, but I've got to figure out, I'm gonna have to get in touch with Kelly and find out, but he's got a SanDisk card in here, and I cannot remember what the significance of the SD card, but I think he's something about he's got some video made and he wanted me to see it, so he put it on that. All right, so we'll check that out. All right, we got one more last thing right here, and we got some dog treats for Stella. Abound grain-free turkey pea and berry recipe jerky bites dog treats. Okay, I don't see Stella. She was out there earlier. I was going to give her one, but I don't see her. So she's going to love these because she does love her treats. So thank you very much for that. And Stella's going to say thanks also. So Kelly and Jane, thank you very much for all the gifts here. Very cool, all nice stuff. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna get to our last box of viewer mail here, and this is sent to me from Chris Lafine. He's from King, Wisconsin, and what he has sent is a brand new Shars dial indicator and the little mag back that you can use it with. And he wrote me a letter here, and I'll just give you a couple highlights. He noticed in my videos, I've got one that I use all the time, and you've all seen me use it, and it looks really beat up, and it is a little hard to read. But honestly, the reason why I always use that indicator is I've had that thing for so long. I mean, I have had to have that thing for at least 10 or 12 years now, and it still works fine. And it's just one of those cheap imported indicators, and it still works. The crystal is hard to read. I mean, with the crystal on, it's hard to read it, but it still works. So, and the other reason I'll get into is that the new mag backs like that, they have a plastic backing for the indicator. And that one that I used was back when they still had them made out of metal. I believe they're casted out of aluminum, kind of like the factory indicators do. But the new ones come plastic. But anyway, he had seen that, and he mentions that he looked up the prices of the Starretts, and they were a little out of his budget, so he opted for a Shars. But you know, I have no problem with that. It's an indicator, and it's good quality. I mean, it appears to be good quality. It is made in China, but the ones that you see me use are made in China. I don't mind a made in China indicator. They get the job done and they work. So let's check out this Shars indicator. And this is my first one, but I know a lot of you guys have been buying these because I think these are pretty inexpensive to buy. I'm opening it from the wrong end. And I've seen a bunch of these on other videos, and they look like they're a nice indicator. The numbers are nice and big. It's very clear and crisp. That's it right there. Okay. All right, so we got us a nice fresh indicator there, our Shars indicator. And then the mag back here, let's look at this, and then we'll talk about this real quick. All right. So this little blue magnet is awesome. I love it because it's flat, and whenever the chips stick to it, you can basically take a rag, or a lot of times I just kind of wipe it like that, or on my pants, but you know, you can wipe the chips off. I've got another one that's got a recess in here, and all these chips just get stuck to it and they're hard to clean off. All right, the magnet itself is awesome. The problem with this little deal is this guy right here. And this is the reason why I stopped buying them and I keep using that other one. This plastic backing, whenever you're using this, you got to be careful whenever you go to move it. Try not to grab the indicator itself and pull on it. Whenever you go to move this, try to grab the blue magnet, all right? And don't put any pressure on this backing plate right here, because it doesn't take very long. I'm telling you, because I know I've done it. This right here will either pull out this little brass threaded piece, or you will crack it and it'll break. I've already done it to like 2 of them. And that's because I was grabbing the indicator and pulling on it, you know, and it's just kind of weak. So I think a good project would be to build this right here. Build it out of like aluminum or a piece of steel or whatever, you know, just something that you got. A piece of 2-inch, I believe. Turn it down and machine that thread on it. I'm not even sure what that thread is now. It's been so long since I measured it, but I think it's metric. But this may be a good project right here, is to build these out of metal, and then you'll have a good solid backing to go onto the magnet right there. So I might just save this for a little bit and hold on to it, keep it fresh, because I'm really thinking about making one of these backs right here. So anyway, that's I think that's about it for the indicator and the magnet here. So thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate it, man. Always nice to have new tools and new indicators, and this is a nice indicator, and we will get this thing put to use and you'll start seeing it in the videos, okay?